Welcome to the Steve Show. Today I want to talk about not sacrificing your life, not sacrificing your business or your career to have what you want. How do we do that? Let's find out. So often we hear, hey, if you just get through this tough time, or if you sacrifice and make the right sacrifices, you're gonna have what you want. If you work really hard, if you spend 18-hour days, you're gonna start to be able to have what you want. Yes, you have to sacrifice your family right now, and then you can have what you want. Or you have to sacrifice your business or your revenue or your career so that you can be with your family. We're always talking about all these give and takes and sacrifice. And I want to open up the idea. I want to start talking about the different beliefs, because I think a lot of those are beliefs. And I had them too. My family came from Italy, many of them with very little. And they worked really hard to have what they want. And here in America and a lot of other parts of the world, you have people that immigrate and they go to have a better life, to find something better. And a lot of times they come with very little in doing that. And in those moments, we have this work ethic that comes about. But the thing is, it doesn't have to be that way any longer. Like one of my teachers, Michelle Masters, said, I'm going to probably quote her a couple times because she's pushed my beliefs in areas that have allowed me to have the life that I have today. One thing she said is, hey, your family came over, Steve, and they had the old Italian coffee grinder, and they're like manually grinding these coffee beans. And we know today we can go to most appliance stores, or even like a Target or any kind of household store, and you can get a coffee grinder and go bzzz and grind your coffee beans within a minute or less. And we keep doing this. And so there was times when I was doing coaching with her and she'd say, Steve, which way are you grinding the coffee beans? Are you doing it manually? See, we get stuck in a mindset that comes from past. And that work ethic helped our family survive. And I'm so grateful for what my family worked so hard for, to provide the opportunity for me in my life. But we need to change the way we think now. There's so many ways. We live in a world right now where we have more choice than ever before. And wherever you're looking at in the news, think people look at things that are doom and gloom that are going on right now. But if you actually look at it statistically, we actually are in the longest peace in this planet's recorded history. And if you want to look it up, I don't have all the data to quote right now, but you can go to fallen.io, fallen, F-A-L-L-O-N.io, and it has all, and it's interactive. It's an 18-minute documentary, and you can stop it and look at the things, and it talks about the wars and the things that were, big countries that were fighting each other. It's been years since the top income earning countries in the world that have fought. Yes, there's some things going on in the world, but it's so small compared to what was happening before. Less people than ever die in war or these things that are happening. So we are in the longest peace, and on top of that, we have the most choice ever. So start to think about these things, because we have more choices. And another thing that Michelle brought up to me that's so perfect to say, is another great metaphor, is think about when you're driving your car. If you're driving to get somewhere and then your exit is blocked off and you can't get through, do you pull your car over and then call whoever you're going to go meet and say, hey, sorry, I won't be able to make it there. It says that they're going to reopen this off-ramp in 3 days, so I'll see you then. And you sit in your car for 3 days. When have you ever done that? What do you really do? You get back on the road, you look for directions on your GPS, you find the next exit and get off, and you find another route. When we're driving with transportation to get where we want to go, we look for detours. Immediately, the first thing in your mind is look for a detour. So why so often in our life when we hit a roadblock or we hit that thing, we're like, oh, I've got to get through. I've got to break this rock. That's not the case. Why can't you do the same thing? Take a step back and look at which way you can go around. So just like putting your hand on a hot grill, if you put your hand on a hot burner, or you put it on a barbecue and you put your hand there, it's going to burn. You're going to have a reaction to pull your hand away. We have nerves in our body that say, whoa, Steve, get your hand away from that. That's going to hurt. So look at this in a more subtle way. I'm noticing this in my life now. When things don't feel good, when it doesn't make me happy, it's more subtle than burning your hand. But when I notice that and I say, wait, what other way is there? How else can I get there? How else can I find my way to where I want to go? And I want you to start asking yourself that. The things that you want in your life. If you say, hey, I want to spend more time with my kids and I want to earn more money, how can I do that? That's the question. And if you ask yourself enough times, you'll find a way. And guess what? What I've taught so much in so many episodes is get a mentor. Find someone else that already has it and ask them, how can I get here? How can I get there? There is other ways to do it. You do not have to sacrifice. If you find yourself making sacrifices in your life, ask yourself right now, how else can I do this? How else can I get there? I'm starting to call myself the anti-sacrifice guy, because anytime I notice myself sacrificing something that I really want in my heart, I'm making a difference by asking myself how else I can get there. And I can tell you that I've transformed my life. It's made such a huge difference in my life. So ask yourself those questions. And if you like this video, then please subscribe to the channel if you're watching this on YouTube. Please comment. Let me know what was valuable out of it. And let me know what happens as you start making other choices in your life. Let me know what happens. I love to hear how these videos help you, so that it gets me excited to come out here and do more of them. And I'd love to hear other questions. If there's other things you'd like me to teach on, please do ask those questions, and I'd love to hear from you. Until our next show, remember, choose gratitude, create freedom.